Hello there. Good morning, friends. It's Saturday morning, March the 21st. Welcome to my channel and this edition of the Morning Tea Message. I am going to be working out after this, so I look a little interesting. Um, but good morning. Hope your day is off to a good start. Hope your day is off to a good start. Happy Saturday morning to all of you. Sending you love and light and encouragement. My intention is for this video to offer you some insight and guidance. For the day, for whoever will be watching. Yesterday I started with earth. Today I will start with air, fire, water, and then earth will be last. All right, so Holy Spirit, please lead and guide me into all truth and clarity. For my air signs, that is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Alrighty. Also today, I do have all of the planetary movements in the description box, but Saturn enters Aquarius today, which can make you feel like there could be a level of discipline attached to your exploration. So there could be something that you're willing to start or explore. We're in Aries energy as well. So you could be very determined or dogmatic to get something done and see it through to completion. There could be something that you feel really pressed to finish or complete. So that could be a thing as well. So let's go ahead and get some guidance cards for my air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for March. All right. So consistent with what I said is Goddess Bridget. Do not back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. So again, that same energy of Saturn mixed with Aquarius and some Aries energy as well, which is feeling very determined to conquer. Absolutely. You also have go outside, Aquarius. This could be going outside of the box or literally going outside to get some air, but your guidance is to go outside. Alrighty. And you also have here, if they loved you once, they still do. Thanks for every single time you ever fell in love. It changed everything, okay? So you are still feeling something for someone or they are still feeling something for you. And you also have here, you will be surprised. Alrighty. Awesome. Okay, friends. So let's go ahead, Aquarius friends, and do your tarot spread for today, March the 21st, 2020. All right, overall energy for my Aquarius friends. So the Chariot and the King of Cups. Some of you are on a mission. You are on a mission or you will be feeling very empowered as it relates to love or love matters. There's something that you guys could be very passionate about. Now, I think this is the Saturn energy, the Knight of Pentacles, is where you move slowly and deliberately. So I think the passion is there, and I think the desire is there. I think the execution may be more pragmatic, okay? You guys could be researching or investigating something. Air signs, this is your energy here. So you could be trying to get more understanding about something, but I think the passion and the drive is there, okay? All right, let's take a look at your potential challenge. Potential challenge for my air signs is, okay, so whatever it is that you guys are working on, you might not know how much money you have, okay? So you could be, you could have a blind spot as it relates to your resources. Though abundant, I feel like you have more than you think you do. I do feel that way. I also see an 8 of Wands, which is about Um, an increase in activity. Some of you will be surprised at how much you have maybe in savings or in your retirement. Or I think you're going to be shocked about something in a positive way. In a positive way. Maybe somebody you haven't talked to still has a lot of feelings for you. That could be a thing. All right. What is the underlying or foundational energy? Underlying or foundational energy, Holy Spirit. Oh, oh. All right. The Two of Cups. Wow. So I feel like you guys may try to block this connection. Somebody, if it's not you, the other person may feel like they need more time. Okay. Let's look at the recent past. Huh. So you got the Fool card, but it's in reverse. Okay. And that could, the way it fell out kind of sideways, friends. The Moon card. And I think what it feels like is I don't know that you guys are taking any unnecessary risks. Like I feel like what you're doing is a calculated risk, air signs. That's really what it feels like with this energy. Something is a calculated risk. You're not just flying by the seat of your pants. I think there is something you really are. If you move on something, it is going to be mapped out or planned out. Again, that Saturn and Aquarius energy. What is the crowning energy, Holy Spirit? All right, the Page of Pentacles. I think you guys are ready to start something new. It seems like it's time for something to start. Some people may have felt, there's a Five of Cups here, which speaks to disappointment. But I do, see something that feels unfair. You could get communication about something that feels unfair. What's the, in the near future? I'm going to clarify this, though. So what's the potential outcome? Very happy. The Sun. Again, I feel like it goes along with your guidance. You'll be surprised. You also have the Hermit, which is the Virgo card. So I do feel very strongly that you're going to be pleasantly surprised, air signs, by a decision that you make either to work cooperatively with somebody. Okay. I do have a Seven of Swords here and the Aquarius card, which is healing. So maybe somebody is going to, and I see the World card in reverse. So what it feels like, you guys, is that you're going to be pleasantly surprised by someone's reaction to forgive you. I feel like somebody is going to be in a forgiving mindset. They may not, something may not be over, Aquarius. It may not be. All right, let's clarify the Chariot, the King of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. I think love will prevail if this is a love scenario for you. I think that love will prevail, but it will go slow. Consistency is going to be key. The Moon card, which speaks to secrets, also a lot of emotion. And the Wheel of Fortune, things turning in your favor. And I see the Fool card, upright. So you may be willing, Aquarius, definitely to take a leap of faith. I definitely see, you're definitely taking control of a situation. So again, it's disciplined. It's like you're taking a leap, but it's a calculated risk. You're taking a calculated risk on something. What is this Eight of Wands about? And the Page of Pentacles. All right, the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. The Nine of Pentacles. Some of you may be starting a new business or starting something new. The Hierophant is here. And the Chariot again, which is about travel, choices, and victory. It's like air signs. I feel the Princess of Swords is there. I feel like you're communicating, and I have the Empress. So I have a pair. I have a pair. It looks like you have your eye on somebody, air signs, and you're going to be very determined about letting them know how you feel. I do feel like somebody doesn't see this coming. Either you don't see the person coming towards you or vice versa. What's the Sun card? And the Hermit, Judgment. We're clarifying the outcome. Holy Spirit, what is the Sun, the Hermit, Judgment? The Seven of Wands, again, air signs. The Princess of Cups. So you could have your guard up against a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. You could have blocked them or they could have blocked you. But I do see the Lover's card, the Queen of Wands here. The Seven of Swords twice. And also the Sun. So what this looks like, air signs, I've clarified your outcome. Some of you are having difficulty resisting maybe a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Or there's two people in this scenario, air signs. Something is taboo or forbidden, but it makes you feel very good. It makes you feel very happy. I do see a very persistent energy with this Nine of Wands and the Dope Back Down card. So I feel like this is your energy, uh, um, air signs, is to be very persistent in something. You are very willing to take a leap of faith, explore the unknown of a situation, take charge of it. I do see something coming to an end and some balance being restored to a situation. You could be dealing with a young Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo person. But you seem very determined, air signs, to be with someone or take control of a situation. That's what it looks like. I think your actions may not be as quick as normal. It looks very slow and deliberate. But I do see it being difficult maybe to just be with one person. I think that's hard for you guys. Some of you, it's like, that's tough. But if you are going to see someone you haven't seen in a long time, I could also see that. Could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus person. I do see you traveling to see that person, like sort of being on a mission to see somebody. So I could see that as well. All right, air signs. So, advice for my air signs, Holy Spirit. All right, so I do see the Truth and the Five of Wands and healing. So I feel like you guys, if you are going to come clean, if you are going to end or attempt to end a situation with a third party, I think that truth is going to be key. I do see some healing. here, Aquarius friends, if you decide to tell the truth or come clean. There could be a little bit of drama behind it, right? No one likes to hear that something is coming to an end. You guys could very well be doing that, ending a relationship with someone that made you happy, but it wasn't optimal. It wasn't necessarily the moral high ground, okay? But I think you have very deep and strong feelings for someone, but I could see you trying to end it, okay? Their reaction may surprise you too, air signs. Their reaction may surprise you. They may not be as disappointed as you think they will be, okay? All right, so moving on to my fire signs. Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo friends. Welcome to your morning tea message for Saturday, March the 21st, 2020. Welcome to spring. Welcome to spring and new beginnings, fire signs. How are you guys doing? Hope all is well. I've changed it up on you guys a little bit. I'm a little bit earlier since we're quarantined. My exercise class can start whenever I'd like for it to. So I figured I'd do the morning tea message now and then go exercise after I finish this. Alrighty. Cool. Thank you. All right. Holy Spirit messages for my fire signs. Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. What messages do you have for my fire signs? Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. All right, spend quality time together. A lot of us are already doing this, aren't we, fire signs? Listen and talk to each other. And then you also have listen with your heart. I think this is going to be key, fire signs, to actually be present in the moment, to listen to people and to hear with a loving heart. We can sometimes really like to go, go, go. But I think somebody may really need a listening ear. And also I have the have faith card here as well. All right, awesome. Let's get one more card from the Angel Guidance deck. So yeah, a lot of us are spending time together. I think your significant other, you could be longing to spend time with a significant other, or vice versa. Someone feels that way about you. You guys could be chatting more on the phone, FaceTime, but I do see conversation and exchange happening, fire signs. So you have steady progress being made on something. You are being acknowledged by your angels for steady progress, the love and light that you share. And I also see child here. So you could be a listening ear for your children. They could really need to talk about some things or really need you today. So be aware of that. All right, so let me go ahead and do your tarot spread, fire signs, for today, March 21st. I'll get the overall energy first. Overall energy for my fire signs, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. All right, so what it feels like is this boredom, monotony could be very intense for some people, okay? But I feel like it is creating character, fire signs, in you. It really is. It's creating character. It's causing a lot of us to slow down, to be in the moment, right? And I feel like your reading this morning is definitely about being in the moment with people, to listen in the moment, not just hear what they're saying, but sort of be in their moment with them. What are they feeling? People are going through a lot. So it could be a child, but I do feel like there is a need to listen with your heart and not just your ears, okay? What's the challenge for my fire signs? All right, so rebirth here and the thunderbolt. I think this is a lot of intense change, but I also see harmony. All right, so there's some transformation happening. Fire signs. I think a lot of change and intense change at once can be very, very difficult for people, obviously. Um, Peace of mind could be something that people are also, fire signs, you could be having trouble with, or harmony in a family relationship. Someone could really need peace, you or someone else. Yeah. I think the solitude for many, right? Especially if you're an extrovert, the solitude can be deafening. Quite the challenge. Quite the challenge. The routine, day to day, fire signs are all about creativity and movement and that kind of thing. And so I think this day to day monotony and not a lot of change is becoming very intense. All right. The Yeah, so this is about being all in, fire signs, this totality card and the aloneness card. I feel like some people really are needing, courage to deal with this situation because there's a lot of solitude. If it's not you, fire signs, it's somebody who needs your help. They are, there's a lot of alone time, a lot of solitude. Okay. Let's take a look at the recent past. So creativity and laziness is here. It was very blissful energy. Yeah, things have changed. I think if some of you could be experiencing too writer's block, I'm getting that as well. Where things used to flow very easily, it could be a little bit hard to come by right now, creatively speaking. What's the overall energy? Crowning energy for my fire signs. So the Four of Pentacles, or the Miser, healing, suppression, and abundance. I also am looking at the slowing down card. For some of you, your resources have maybe dried up, or you're fearful of that happening. It just looks like very stressed. You could be very, very stressed out about finances. Things could, especially if you're in the creative arts, like that makes total sense because you could have made your living in the arts and now there's no audience, right? And so it's like, what do we do? And so you could be really conserving your resources. I do see a need for emotional healing. Keep a balance, guys, of your heart and head chakra and your emotions, your sacral chakra. Um, Take good care of that, your mindset, how you're looking at things. All right, so let's also look at your near future or potential outcome. Okay, so I see the Nine of Fire, playfulness. The Five of Pentacles, the outsider. So there is a need for faith. Wasn't that one of your cards, have faith, or was that the reading before mine? Before fire. Some of you really do feel blocked out of a creative outlet. You're trying to find a creative outlet. You feel blocked. But do a chakra cleanse. Do a sacral chakra cleanse. Also a crown chakra cleanse. Somebody definitely feels blocked creatively. And you're tired. I do see that as well. You could be staying up late. All right, so let's take a look at this ordinariness card in the overall energy. Okay, so the Queen of Wands, many of you in reverse, many of you could feel like you have lost your creativity. You could definitely feel that way. What's intensity? The High Priestess. Okay, so you may also be feeling not very intuitive as well, but you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is very abundant energy. Let me clarify your challenges, fire signs, just a moment. What is rebirth? I feel like it's a renewed sense of freedom. And you guys do realize that freedom happens in your mind first. Literally. Freedom happens in your mind. So how you think about things is going to very much determine how you live your life and what experiences you have. The Hermit is here. So some of you could be experiencing some kind of depression. What's the Thunderbolt? Life has changed considerably. You know? The Ten of Wands, again, very heavy energy. Being stressed out. The Five of Cups, depression. The Nine of Pentacles. Worried about your money and your resources. I feel like some unexpected resources could emerge, though. Fire signs. I do feel that way. What's the Miser? There is a hidden reason. It could feel like, you know, you can't think of you could be really at a loss for good ideas. Like, I don't know how to make something more abundant. I don't know how to break through this. I think you should have faith. What's the Miser card? Which is holding on to your resources, being conservative, but it's like slow and steady wins the race. See this steady progress here, fire signs? So I do think something is slow and steady. What's the Miser? What is the Miser? Thank you. The Queen of Cups. Six of Swords. Some of you may be moving towards something. It could be the universe, especially if your field is slowing down. You may be transitioning to another career or interest. What's suppression and abundance? Thank you. The Empress. You're starting something new. I feel like, too, something is going to expand. Because I do see abundance here and the Nine of Cups. Something that makes you very happy. So you go from an 8 to a 9 of Cups, fire signs, which is about abundance. I see a Five of Pentacles again. I think it's just a matter of time before there is a resurgence, maybe fire signs of abundance. I see you working diligently on something and looking to see if it's going to grow, to see if you're going to stick with it or not. All right, what's this exhaustion? What's exhaustion and playfulness? Some of you really are like, it's very tough to not be able to do what you need to do. Someone's locked in or you're locked out. The Page of Cups is back. The Five of Pentacles again, which is being locked out of something. Someone feels shut out. It could be you, fire signs, with that King of Wands. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Some of you could be in need of resources. I feel like, though, because you're in this King of Wands position, there are people who may be needing things from you. But I see a Two of Wands as well, which is like you have some choices to make, maybe about who to help, how much to give. And what's this Trust card? Some of you have a lot of options. What's the Trust card? Excuse me if you heard that. That is my stomach growling. The Star card, healing. Some of you may be choosing an Aquarius with this Two of Pentacles here. But you have more options than you think you do. And you're still in manifest mode. It's going to be okay, fire signs. I think your creativity is going to reemerge if you have a creative block in some way. I think that you could be moving towards another profession. I do think you could be coming out of a drought into something more abundant. And I think it could, some of you could find out you're pregnant and you're excited about it. With this Empress here and child card. You know, the Empress is about fertility, growth, conception. So some of you may be. You may be. Interesting. So let me clarify this aloneness just real quick. What's aloneness, totality, and courage? Okay. The Lovers here. You could be missing somebody. Lots of earth energy. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I feel like you guys are working very hard on something. You may not be seeing the return that you want to see. Okay, so you could be working on hard. You could have started your own business or something like that. But I do see you being very enterprising, fire signs, and working hard on something. I do think that this delay potentially could be like growing pains. I do feel like some of you are going to be in a position to deliberate, like mediate. Some of you could be, maybe not a formal mediator, but I feel like people are bringing things to you because they want you to decide something as well. But I see you like analyzing things, like you're the person who makes the decision, or you're the person who makes sure things go like they should. It's something like that. But I see you in a position, some of you are in a position of authority where you're listening to other people and needing to, it could be a promotion at work, but there's something you're doing where you're making the decision. You're the person who makes the final decision. Okay. Advice for my fire signs, Holy Spirit. Advice for my fire signs. All right. I just feel like you guys stay determined. Set boundaries. Protect your mental health. Set boundaries, fire signs. I do feel like somebody could be charging towards you. I do feel like there's an energy that is returning to you. Somebody who may have disappointed you in the past. Just be mindful of that. I see you with your guard up. So you just may need to have some healthy boundaries and be conservative. I think somebody maybe that you guys don't want to deal with too could be coming back towards you. I do see a lot of truth. And you know, this is so funny because this storyline has been happening for a minute with my fire signs, but it really does look like someone unexpected from the past is going to show up. You don't see it coming. You really don't. So just kind of have your, I'm not saying be jaded, but just be mindful. Be, you know, have healthy boundaries up, because I do see that. I do see that. It feels like maybe if you thought about somebody and then all of a sudden they call you or tell you they want to see you, that could absolutely happen. Okay. Where someone might be disturbing your peace, which is the challenge. Okay. So someone may be disturbing your peace or attempting to. Fire signs, just be mindful of that. Energies could go both ways, but I want to make you guys aware of that. Okay. Alrighty, so that is for my fire signs. Alrighty, moving on to the element of water. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. All right, water signs. So this is your morning tea message for today, Saturday, March the 21st. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for watching and clicking on this video. I hope that this guidance provides clarity, insight, inspiration, confirmation, affirmation for the things that you guys are thinking about and things that are on your mind. Alrighty, so I'm going to shuffle. I'm going to shuffle and then pull some oracle cards for you, advice cards. You know what, water signs? I may do this differently. Spirit. I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to actually do your tarot spread first, water signs, and then I'm going to pull your advice cards. How about that? Change it up a little bit for my Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. All right, so let's get your overall energy, water signs. Overall energy for my water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Overall energy. All right, the Two of Swords and the Ace of Swords and the Devil card, Capricorn. All right, so you guys may be avoiding looking at the truth about something. Okay, there's a great need for truth, water signs. To be honest with yourself, you could be tethered to somebody. There could be an addiction. That there's some kind of toxic thing that you guys could be dealing with or person that you need to face the truth about. All righty, let's take a look at your challenge. More air energy, Queen and Page of Swords. Lots of truth, water signs, and lots of air energy. You have, it's all air except for the Devil card, which can be Capricorn, but some of you may need to do more research about something before you end it. There could be a need to research something so you can end something. Okay? Pay attention to detail, especially if you guys are signing something. You need to pay attention to the details. There's something you guys don't want to look at, but you definitely need to. What's the foundational energy for my water signs? Okay, so it looks like there is a decision that you guys need to make, and you are a little worried about it. There's something that you're anxious about. It could be money related, but I see you procrastinating and avoiding making a decision. You could have too many options, and it's confusing you. Okay, but there is a need to make a choice. Water signs, what is the recent past? Alrighty. So the Three of Wands and Eight of Pentacles, you guys had high hopes for something you were working on. Very optimistic energy, expecting things to go very well, it looks like in the recent past. You could have been at a distance from somebody, your family. Maybe you were working away from home or something like that. There could have been some kind of unexpected challenge that arose, though. I see a Five of Swords here and a King of Cups. It looks like jealousy. You could have been trying to ward off temptation. You could have been working away from home and met somebody else. That's a secret. Yeah. Yep. And entered into a third-party situation is what this looks like, water signs. And so you are the missing piece. In all of this swords, I didn't see the king. So it's like you could have been obvious. This definitely is like a secret relationship or secret affair. Um, with somebody you work with. You're at a distance from your family is what it looks like. And so you could be, your significant other may be wanting to separate, or this is like the truth coming out. You don't want to face the truth of the situation. Let's take a look at your crowning energy. Crowning energy for my water signs. Okay, the Six of Pentacles is there. The Justice card. The Knight of Cups. The Page of Pentacles. And the Hierophant. I feel like you're trying to make this right. You're trying to offer some penance or make amends with your spouse. Yeah, I think you're fearful that this connection could be over, that your spouse could divorce you because of this, what looks obviously like cheating. All right, so let's take a look at the near future. Potential outcome, Holy Spirit. Potential outcome. The Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, water sign. So it looks like there is a need for, you know, the King of Cups is here as well. I think that, you know, there's a need for sincerity and authenticity. It's like if you're truly sorry, then your actions will show it, water signs. That's what I'm getting. Let me clarify this. Clarity on the Devil card, Holy Spirit. The Two of Swords and Ace of Swords. Okay, so what's coming to me, you guys, is are you sorry or are you sorry you got caught? Because I do see, you know, this is definitely a third-party situation. What's the Ace of Swords? You're trying to avoid making a choice, but unless there's a tower, you have to. It's like, are you... The Magician was there twice. The Ace of... The truth is going to make you free. And the truth is going to... It just seems like a very impetuous energy, water signs. Like you want your cake and eat it too. You really want to be happy. I see maybe you want a fresh start, but I see somebody walking away. What's the Page of Swords and Queen of Swords? Okay. The Tower. Remember I said that? The Tower. So if you are offered a new job, I think it's going to shake up your relationship. If this hasn't happened already, this new job opportunity literally presents also a new love interest. I think it's going to be very, very tempting for some of you. If you haven't done this already, if you are taking a new job, it's going to be tough because you're going to be away from home and you know you're going to be tempted if this hasn't happened already. Water signs, you already know it's going to go down. This job could offer you more money. For some of you, you have already hurt this person and you're trying to make amends. Or you're trying to offer someone something, but you know you haven't resolved the issue within you. Like, I'm going to keep trying to give you stuff and offer you stuff, but I haven't necessarily changed. What's the Six of Pentacles? Now, this could be a divorce settlement and, well, let me see. the Hanging Man. Somebody's on pause. You guys might be separated. There's the marriage card. Some of you are deliberating about whether or not you still even want to be in this marriage. Do you want to reconcile? Do you want things to grow? What's the Page of Pentacles, Holy Spirit? What are they offering? And if this isn't you, it's the other person. But I do see Justice again, the Libra card, and the Eight of Wands. What's the Hierophant? It could be a Libra communicating with you. What are they saying, Holy Spirit? I also see Taurus, of course. Okay. The King of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, and the Ten of Swords. Someone is done, water signs. I do. It's an unfortunate and painful ending. What's the Knight of Pentacles? So you guys are trying to make amends. You feel very responsible for what happened. There's a lot of conflict. Obviously, there's another person involved, so there could be somebody else vying for your time. But I do see the Hierophant again and the Queen of Swords, which is somebody either, you know, ending the relationship, ending the marriage, like a divorce, or somebody needs to end this third-party situation. Any other advice? Holy Spirit, any other advice? What's the King of Cups about? So, I mean, I do think that this third-party situation is a heavy burden for you, water signs, that this applies to. There is a need for healing. I think some of you do want to reconcile. I just pulled the Temperance card and the Queen of Pentacles here. Some of you may realize you do have an abundant life. You have a great life, but you're still, somebody is very slow to reconcile with you, water signs, because of the infidelity. All right, so let's get some advice from your Oracle deck, Spirit Animal Message deck advice. All right, guys, so stand up for yourself, speak your truth respectfully and passionately with no attachment to the outcome, which was your initial energy was all about speaking truth. Water signs, telling the truth. There's no guarantee how this is going to end up, and that's how it looks like, what it looks like. Somebody needs a chance to think about this. You also have the Cheetah, which is get close, clear on your intentions, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goals. All right, so you just really need to get real clear, water signs, on what it is that you want. I do see, you know, the emu here, which talks about, you know, this could be a good time to go on an adventure. But I think if you are trying to choose between a new job and a new relationship, I think if it's a job that's away from your family, it is going to present you with a lot of temptation. Water signs, so be mindful of that, especially if you know yourself, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle. All right, Dana, the High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through spiritual teaching. Fairness, the situation will be handled fairly and justly. So it just feels like somebody's making a decision. And Butterfly Maiden, transformation, which is going through a lot of changes. I think if this situation does not work out, because you do have undying love here, water signs, I think the connection will always be there. Again, this could be present, future, you know, time is fluid. You determine when you watch this how this applies to you. But what it feels like, you know, even if the person, water signs, does not want to reconcile with you, there will always be a connection there. I think they will always love you. They just may not be able to live with you or the choices you have made, or vice versa. Okay? All right, water signs. All right, and last but not least are my earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. All right, earth signs. This is your morning tea message for Saturday, March the 21st, 2020. I hope these messages bless you. Okay, I'm going to just getting ready for your reading, earth signs. I hope all find you well. right, so this reading is for my earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus, for Saturday, March the 21st, 2020. Overall energy, Holy Spirit. I'm doing this a little bit differently today. Earth signs, I am doing your tarot spread first and then getting the guidance. So overall energy for my earth signs, please. All right. So the Page of Michael came out first. That's our swords energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the Queen of Michael. And the Nine of Cups. Some of you are doing research on how to end something or start something. The reason I said end is because I see a Five of Michael, which is about ending something. So something has ended and you guys are doing research, I feel. On maybe how to make a career dream come true. So you could have, for some people, you could have lost your job, but now you're really being focused on a career change. Something that will make you happy. What is the challenge for my earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus? All right, so the Five of Ariel and the Strength card. And the King of Ariel, that's your energy. So some of you, yeah, are going through some financial challenges as it relates to a career. And you're really trying to find the courage to do what you love. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at your foundational energy. The Two of Cups and the Seven of Gabriel. So that's about confidence, friends. It's about some of you could really feel like you've lost yourself. Definitely could feel like you've lost yourself because you changed jobs or lost a job. It's like your identity and sense of self could be a little bit challenged. I do feel like there could be an unexpected financial blessing for you though, earth signs. And I do feel like, yeah, you could have separated from a position or a person that you love. Let's look at the recent past. Okay, so yeah, this is very good energy. Nine of Pentacles is about being self-sufficient and successful. That Queen of Gabriel energy is she's about confidence. Earth signs. You could have been dealing with someone who's like this. Could be a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. But if you're not, you were just in a more empowered mode and felt more empowered. What is the overall energy? Overall crowning energy for my earth signs. Crowning energy for my earth signs. The Ace of Gabriel, which is like a new idea, a divinely inspired idea, something that you guys may be starting over with, and maybe needing to, you could be tossing around the pros and cons of starting something new. But I do see the Queen of Ariel. I do think that you are going to, you get a divinely inspired idea financially that pans out for you, earth signs. I do see that. And what is the near future? Okay, so the Knight of Michael is being very intentional, guys, making a quick decision, choosing logic over emotions. It could be a secret venture. I do see the Ten of Cups as well, which is happiness. So there could be something you're committed to that makes you very happy. You may not have shared it with everybody yet, but I do see the Change Your Life card. And change your life for the better. For some of you, ironically, someone from your past may be returning as well. And they've thought about this. Or you are returning to someone's life, earth signs. Yeah, you want an established, committed relationship with somebody that you were separated from. For some of you, that is definitely what this is. Let's see. So what's the Queen of Michael, the Page of Michael, and Nine of Cups? What's the Queen of Michael? Some of you are, keeping tabs on a past love interest. It's someone that made you very happy you're in separation from. What's the Queen of Michael? The Two of Cups. Yeah. The Hermit, Virgo energy. The Empress. You could not have spoken to somebody in a while, Capricorn, and I mean, earth signs. This is for all earth signs. But it feels like there's somebody you were apart from and you want things to grow again, maybe. What's the Page of Michael? Hi, Cat Car. Good morning. Yeah, I've been out here by myself for a minute. So the Queen of Cups, lots of emotion, and there's been some time and distance between you and this person. Kat, you know what's interesting? I do think there's something going on with YouTube. I really, really do. In all of this fiasco, I do think that. Like at Google, I don't think people are doing as much because I'm noticing too that like my videos may have like 2 views. It's uncanny. Like what is going on? Something weird is going on with it. Something weird is going on with it. I refuse to believe that nothing is business as usual in the world right now, as we know. All right, so let's see what this Nine of Cups is. Okay, your luck is changing. You guys are going to reach out and communicate to somebody, earth signs. Yeah. I'm on the earth signs reading, Cat Car. So if you are, I started with the air signs today. Fire signs start at the 16-minute mark. Water is at 35:25. And Earth started at 49:30. So if you want to rewind and take a look at that, feel free. And I'll put that in the description box when I'm done. So some of you, earth signs, in the past, you could have been, there could have been a third party situation or something going on that had you on the outs with someone. Hi, tempered Leo. Good morning. But I do see the tide changing. I think you're going to reach out to somebody. It's been some time. You've done some soul searching, earth signs. I think you know who you want to be with. I think you know who your person is. I do. What's the Knight of Swords? What's the Knight of Swords? I think that you are owning some hidden emotion, earth signs. You have strong feelings. There's someone you can see yourself spending your life with. You certainly can. Yeah. Any other clarifiers, Holy Spirit, would you like to offer our earth signs? I think for some of you, there is a very fiery, yeah, you can see the possibility of somebody that maybe you were on the outs with. And I see you really wanting to offer them something. You have some internal conflict about it. You're still deliberating, earth signs, about whether to move forward with this person or offer them something. My hand is itchy. But I think some of you could have been dealing with a very fiery fire sign. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Extremely independent, self-sufficient, lots of energy. And I see, it's like you guys can really see yourselves. It will cause a lot of conflict. I don't know if you're in an existing situation, earth signs, but I do see, interesting. I do see you trying to apologize, make amends with somebody. There could be several people competing for your interest, earth signs, and your mind is just on this person from your past. Like, I think I want to be with them. That's what I'm seeing here. All right, so let's get your advice cards. I did the reading a little bit differently today. I wanted to save the advice for the end. So what is the advice for my earth signs? Make a decision. Make a decision based on your inner truth, your inner knowing, and you're in a vulnerable, and you are in a vulnerable position, earth signs, because if it's somebody that in the past you wronged them or there was a third party situation, um, you are in a vulnerable position. I do see perfect setting though. And so I just feel like there will be, you could have a setting in your mind, like, I would love to do this here, or I would love to take them there, or I want to say this, and this is the perfect setting or timing in which to do that. I could see that. Let's get another advice card for my earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. All right, so time to go and trustworthy guidance. Interesting. I also have here, let your past go. I think it's time to move forward. Some of you may be ending something and moving forward towards somebody that you feel is best suited for you. Wow, earth signs. You're in a very determined energy. We have the sun in Aries, Saturn entered Aquarius today, which is a lot of, it's your discipline, but not being afraid to take chances, not being afraid to be bold and daring. That's sort of the energy we're in right now, earth signs. So I'm not surprised at all at you guys being ready or wanting to move forward with relationships. So cross watchers, just be mindful of that, that your earth signs may be feeling much more determined and yeah, making a lot of intuitive decision making. Mercury is also direct in Pisces till April 11th. So I could, our earth signs may be on the good foot in terms of making decisions or moving forward. Like, absolutely. Absolutely. I think some of us will be shocked. I say us because I'm a Sagittarius, but I think some of us will be shocked at our earth signs feel, they're making moves in this Aries season. Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn rules their planet, which is about discipline, making a plan. So even if they are, they're not being spontaneous, they're being intentional about moving forward. They're being intentional about approaching you. They're acting on their emotions. They're not being afraid to take a look at how they feel. And so they're realizing, some earth signs may be realizing, I am in love with so-and-so, or I do want to do this, and they're taking action. So this will be nice for some of us who have been like, what are the earth signs doing? Okay, they're moving forward. They're going to be moving forward. I think you're going to start seeing some action. Oh, cat car. I would, but maybe not. Like, yeah, you may be pleasantly surprised. I think now what's funny is, the hanged man is here, right? Which is all about delays, time, distance. But the Wheel of Fortune is here too, and the Eight of Wands. So I think there's just a period, there's a shift where our earth signs have done the soul searching part. They've been analytical, right, for a long time. So whatever they've thought about or been very much in meditation and prayer about, they are moving on it now. It's like they've had a chance to think about what it is that they really want. And I think they're deciding and moving forward, which is kind of neat. They've done the soul searching. This was their other card, Inner Truth. So they've done the work, as Iyanla would say, or those who have done the work. Do the work, beloved. So those who have done the work are ready to move forward. They know what they want. They know who they want. And so they may be coming back with gifts, apologies, things to let you know they care, they're interested, they want you. So because of the readings and stuff, I don't think I would be surprised. I think I'd just be pleasantly surprised, like, oh, it's happening. You know, it sort of happened in the reading yesterday when I was talking about the earth signs, and then an earth sign from my past popped up in my notifications, and I was like, huh? So what's interesting, I have been noticing a lot more activity, like on my Facebook page, and this person from my past has been like very consistent. And I was like, wow, wow. So okay. Yeah. So Kat, I'm sitting here looking at this card that says you will be surprised. It was a leftover from I think the air sign reading, but my attention was drawn to that. So I think you will be surprised. I think I will be surprised. Yeah, you know, all this downtime has gives people a lot of chance to think. I hope it's not boredom though. You know, I hope it's not boredom. I hope it really is sincere. Now, it does seem sincere. I think that earth signs are, you know, they're very intentional. Is he okay? Well, he could be tired of being in the house. But what's interesting though is, you know, all of this, it still brings clarity, Cat Car. It still brings clarity. Someone could be like, I'll be in quarantine with you for 5 days helps me know I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be with you, you know, and that could just be a thing, you know. I'm just saying. Some people are real sure. I was watching a comedian. His name is David Arnold. He's very funny. He's on Netflix. Kevin Hart and Kevin Hart's manager produced his comedy special. But he made a statement that unfortunately I believe it's true. He said there are so many, he was like, boy, it's so many side pieces holding marriages together. And I think that sad but true, because the person who is straying from the relationship, um, for those that are in the relationship, that are straying, they really are getting they're happy. It's like something, whatever they feel they're not getting, or whatever, even if it's not that, but whatever they're feeling, fulfilled, happy, they're taking that happiness back home to their committed relationship, and it's making it thrive. You know what I'm saying? So it's really like the person is happy. I'm sitting here looking at this 9 of Cups. The person's happy. They're happy. And so because they're happy, their environment is happy. And the committed partner is none the wiser sometimes that the reason our relationship works so well is because they have another person they're dealing with. You know, there's a psychology behind it. I'm just saying. So that's a thing. Yeah. Thank you. My beautiful mother just let me know I have breakfast waiting on me. How amazing is that? Yay. So, cat car, that's really a thing. And I lived it. That's what's funny. I lived it. I lived it. Oh, I will tell her you say hi. I lived it. I had a great relationship. I thought was great. Well, here's the thing. It was great. I just didn't know why. It was it was great because my person had other interests. Like he was being fully himself, which gave him a weird appreciation for me in certain areas. Like, but see, here's the thing. I think it went full circle because when I eliminated myself as an option and walked away, I think that he also, it's like he's sort of, it's like a person is subject to their own vices. Like now you're with that person exclusively, right? I've eliminated myself as an option. Now you have a firm appreciation for what I brought to the table. Like it's just like a person, I don't know if people are that honest with themselves and can say, I need two people to be happy. Like I don't think anybody can just, it takes a special person to be that honest, especially, whatever the gender, to say, I need more than one person. And I think polyamory is becoming a new, with this Generation Z, um, late millennial, early millennial generation, is understanding like they're so much more willing to accept that fluidity of relationships, that they don't have to be so traditional, that I do need more than one person to be happy. I cannot just be with one person. It doesn't feel natural. It doesn't even feel reasonable to expect one person to be able to meet all of your needs. And I don't think one person is meant to, but let me explain what I mean by that. I think that commitment is commitment, but if your spouse is not a big talker, you may need to get that from someone else. I'm not saying start an emotional connection or relationship with an opposite sex. I'm saying only expect from people what they can give you. And that helps manage our expectations. So understand who you're getting, first of all, and then understand what they bring. And you may not be able to get that from that person. So if you have a man who is a few words, or a woman who is a few words, you know that if you want to tell a juicy long story to somebody, you have to pick a different person to do that. So I'm not saying start an affair. I'm saying understand what people bring to your life. So if we can responsibly manage this stuff, I think we can be happy in committed relationships. I just think, there are people that, I think it's hard for people to say, this other party makes my life work. I went to Jamaica back in April of last year, and I met some older, very well-off women, um, who had been in affairs for 20, 30 years, almost as long as a person had been married. I was floored. I was like, what? But they sort of understood this principle, like and I think the wife got cancer in this scenario. The wife ended up getting cancer. The husband didn't know what to do. And the side piece, the mistress, was the one basically helping keep her household going. Like telling him what to buy at the store, telling him, and she was an accomplished entrepreneur, like extremely bright, extremely smart. The wife knew about her, but it's sort of like, don't throw it in my face. But the wife knew that the side piece, and I think the children even knew about her. Like the children loved her, but she was running, helping keep that family intact. I know it sounds weird, but it was happening. It really was. And she cared about the wife. It was weird. I'm telling you, I know by westernized standards, it's like bullshit. This is crazy. But no, I think she had a healthy respect for the wife. Like she knew he loved his wife as best he could in the context of love in his head. Okay. So he loved his family, but he could not be just in his family without this other lady that he adored. And so when the wife got sick, the second wife, the mistress, kicked in. And it's my understanding, I mean, she was making food and telling him how to do their life. It was tempered Leo. It was their life, of course, obviously. But it's just sort of that concept of some people really do need another person to be happy. Like sometimes you don't realize that they have a good marriage because their spouse has somebody else. Like dealing with that spouse with no outlet would drive you insane. So they have some kind of outlet that makes them happy. And so they can be happy with you because they got something else going. I know. I know. I know. But I lived it. I lived it and I sort of understood it. It didn't mean I was going to stay. But I understood it. Like I was like, okay, I get it. Like yeah, I get it. I get it. It's too concentrated. Like, being in a relationship was too concentrated. You needed to dilute this with somebody else. Got it. I'm going to help you though. I will eliminate myself as an option and you can just have, you know, dole. Get you some dole, whatever, and live it up. But I think what the person is finding is I believe they need more than one person. That's what I believe. Yeah, cat card. Oh, yeah, yeah. I think that's healthy. Get a hobby. Yeah. Cuz I don't think we're meant to be somebody's be all end all. I don't. That's not reasonable. That's not even, how could that happen? We're all flawed and no one can be everything you need. So that expectation, we can't even go into relationships thinking that. That's totally unfair. Don't even get in a relationship if you think that. But definitely have something to share. That's why you need two whole people to come together and share, right? I can't imagine being somebody's everything. That's too much pressure. Like, I can make you happy. You're relying on me to make you happy. You have to rely on you to make you happy. As great as I am, I could never be anybody's everything. It's unrealistic. It's unrealistic. So yeah, people need hobbies, passions. Knowing who you are first is huge. Knowing who you are first is huge. If you have any chance of happiness, I don't care what sign a person is. Knowing who you are is key to being in a happy relationship. If you have a lot of voids and issues that have not been unraveled or layers that have not been peeled back, that person is in for a roller coaster ride with you because you don't know who you are. And they're strapped into that roller coaster car with you while you figure that shit out. I mean, hey, that's a lot. That's a lot. Hi, Natty T. Hello and good morning in Australia. So yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm glad you guys are here. I know I did this message a lot earlier than I normally do, especially on a Saturday. At this point, I would have been coming from Zumba. I would be probably starting or just in the middle of this now. So yeah. Cat Car, congratulations. Yeah. I said go for it. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. I hope the world is healed and well by the summer so you can do more. We can go more, travel and things like that. Natty, you know that's my that's me, isn't it, Natty? That's me. That's me. That's me. But yeah, but I hope the world is healed so we can get together. Wow, aren't we? Isn't this something? My sister and I were talking this morning about when has there ever been a time where the world has literally shared the same experience? The entire world. Like, we are more alike than different at this point. We've all experienced a trauma as a world. Like, that's deep to me. That's deep. I could go anywhere in the world right now and be able to connect with someone as different as they may be from me based on this pandemic. There is the And I know that it's a horrible thing, but the good side of it is there is something that connects us all as human beings. It helps us to see each other's humanity, where we thought we were so different or thought somebody was beneath us or better than us. It has leveled the playing field. And we all are starting to recognize and identify our need for each other, whether that is the person who cleans up the grocery store and makes your products, makes it safe for you to walk in and grab a bag of croutons and walk out these days, or your flight attendants, or it helps us to be more empathetic and appreciative of the people that we're around every day. It makes people seem more human and approachable. And that's a good thing that has come out of this very hard time. Yeah, that too. That too. Exactly. Love, light, life. For sure. There's so many lessons in this. So many lessons in this. Um, and I think what I like as a creative and as a Sagittarius is the ability to reinvent myself. I'm loving the opportunity to emerge from this completely different and developing a new normal and establishing a new, what better time than now to decide, especially if you've lost your job. I'm not saying this is good, but if you have lost your job, or if you have the time to decide, what is my career path going to be? What would make me happiest? Where will I feel most fulfilled? And just the thought, and this is just me, the way I'm wired, the thought of being able to reinvent myself in a leveled way, where the playing field is leveled, that it makes me feel courageous and brave, and like everybody's stuck in the house so I can be wherever I want to be. You know what I mean? Like, I think the judgment curve for people is so low now. Like, people are judging others when we're all vulnerable. It just does. I don't think people are being as much of an ass wipe as they would before. I don't. And I feel freer to reemerge from this in a truer version of myself for what I want to be, what I want to do, and things like that. So that's just my way of looking at things, because things are going to be different. Things are going to be very different. People, this is a new normal that we are experiencing as a universe, as a world. So things are going to be different. But look at the freedom and liberty that gives you to be who you've always wanted to be. If you've not done it yet, it gives you the freedom and liberty to be who you always wanted to be. Because I don't think you can hold your facade together much longer in this environment of quarantine. You can't hold it together. The real you is going to come out. And I think that's beautiful. I love it. I love watching celebrities do Jimmy Fallon in their homes with no makeup on. Like, without a makeup artist, like, I don't know what to do with this mascara. So they just get on looking any kind of way. I love it. I think it's amazing because it helps us to see. I mean, you can't find toilet paper either. So you see what I mean? Like, it's just the playing field is so level now. It really is. I'm like, yeah. So it gives people who maybe have been feeling like they didn't have a leg to stand on or a chance to compete globally. It's created a potential gateway, or it's opened a door or window for them to re-emerge or emerge in a way where their gift, talent, or whatever can be appreciated. So that's how I look at it. I'm just like, wow, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity. See what God is saying for you to do. Being the truest version of yourself. What does that look like? What solutions seem to offer? What kind of creativity is starting to bubble up? Like, really pay attention to what this situation, this pandemic, or this opportunity is creating in you. Yeah, that's me. I just see opportunity. I do. As bad as it is, there's so much opportunity here. And I'm excited about it and how it challenges me to be the truest version of myself. Yay. So I hope that brightens somebody's day, my little commentary. I probably will do it separately later on. I'm trying to stick to my exercise schedule, so I will exercise. I know I look a little crazy right now, but I'm going to exercise, which is why I didn't do the whole glam down thing, because I'm going to exercise and get all sweaty and everything. But I wanted to do the morning tea message, give you guys some hope and encouragement um, for the rest of your day, hopefully. Okay. Thanks for coming on, you guys. You lifted my spirits and my mood. I know something is going on with YouTube. I know there is. If I look at these analytics, it will make me sad. But I just have to know and understand. Some things, think life is not business as usual. Something's going on. Don't give up. Keep pushing, keep moving. All right, guys. Well, that was my daughter. Thank you, Cat Car. That's my daughter. I'm going to call her, see how she's doing today. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.